Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. So for today's video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the trailer now that it's organized and show you where I put everything to keep it as organized as I can, because I find especially with space this size, the key is keeping it organized. So everything has to have a home. So I hope today's video gives some organization ideas, whether it's in a travel trailer or something in your own home if you maybe have a smaller space and not sure how to store things. If you do enjoy today's video, please give a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you enjoyed today's video or one of the content you see here on my channel, I would love if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you miss any future videos from me. Now let's get into it. So the first area we're going to focus on today for the tour is, I guess, the bedroom area. It's where the Murphy bed is. As you can see, there are tons of different storage compartments here. So this is where I thought would be the best place to store all our clothes. So in the one closet here is where my husband and the boys will hang all their stuff. And then I do have a bin further back there that has their splash pants in it, and then I have all of our manuals and stuff in there as well. And just my husband left a shirt in here. So that's what we're going to use this side for. In here, we're going to be keeping our kids' socks and underwear because they all do fit in there. And then my husband used this drawer to store his clothes. And then underneath here, I keep some pens, a couple small notebooks. I have a book in here, some Sudoku, word search, that sort of thing. As you can see, tons more room to store things in here, but that's what I have in there for now. Now, if we go over to my side of the bed, and here, my daughter and I will be hanging all our stuff in here. Now, back here, I have two bins. I have some masks, and I'm going to have the kids' beach hats in that bin, and then I have some other ball caps in there, just so we always have some on hand, just in case. And I may end up putting a third bin in here or in the other one, depending if we need more places to put little things. And then here I just kept my socks and underwear, and I have a notebook here. What I'm doing with that notebook is I'm actually writing a journal every time we go camping. I'm going to kind of keep track of, you know, different places that we've gone and what we did and that sort of thing. So I'm really excited to kind of do that, because it'll be kind of a fun way to keep track of where we're going. And then again, that's just for clothing. Now under here, this one's a bit more full, but what I've done here is things kind of fell a little bit, but I have a Kleenex box I'm going to store in there when we're traveling. I have our thermocell for mosquitoes, and then back there I have a lantern, and then all the kids' books. So these are all the books that we will always have with us for the kids, so they always have something to read, and I don't have to pack any books. And I have a variety of, from board books to older books to some books my oldest can read. So that's kind of what we have going on in that cabinet. Alright, so now we move on to the kitchen. As you can see, there are quite a few cabinets. So we'll start off with the upper cabinet here. I have some plates and bowls in here. As you can see, I have a variety of sizes. I do have quite a few, but I want to have some bigger ones and some smaller ones, and I do have some Corelle one as well, so if we ever want to use the microwave, we can. And then just a variety of bowls. Up here we have some water bottles, some mugs, some plastic cups, some more mugs, and then we have these old party cups. If you have old party cups that you're not sure what to do with, they're great for camping, because they're a mixture, but the kids love them. I have a sippy cup, couple sippy cups for my son, and then we have also some plastic wine glasses. So quite the variety in here, but this is where we're storing all our cups, glasses, mugs, and bowls and plates. And then now up here in this little storage area, there's not much of a lift, so we have our aluminum foil, our saran wrap, and our Ziploc bags. Now, because we don't usually use the microwave, this is where we actually store our bread and our buns and everything, because why not use it for something? It's like a really fancy cupboard. So when we're not hooked up, we're just going to use that for storing that kind of stuff. Now in my sink, you'll see here I have a white bin, because if I ever do dishes in the sink, I don't want to fill the whole sink with water, so I'll use this bin. And then I can always just have this rolled over part way and have stuff drying on this side. But that's kind of what I want to do, because I don't want to use too much water, so it's better if I don't fill the whole sink, so we'll use that bin. Now if we go over here to the bottom here, I only have salt and pepper here. I don't have a lot of spices. I'm not a big cook, I guess, if you will. And then under here I have, this is a mat to put down when I dry dishes. I have a cutting board, I have a couple pans, and then I have like a cheese grater and a few miscellaneous items in here. Below here, I have this bin full of assortment of toys. So these are staying in the trailer, so they're camping toys, so they get dirty or whatever. That's fine, because they're not going to leave here. And then down here, I have some board games. I do have skipping rope in there too. And then I got these packages off Amazon that I put all the board games in so they weren't in the cardboard boxes, so they take up less room. So this is kind of, I guess, the games and toys area that I decided to use under the kitchen. And now if we go to the drawers, this top drawer here, I just got these organizers in here yesterday. So as you can see, knives, can opener, peeler, scissors, and these are really cool. Oh, and this is a carrot wrinkly cutter. Love that. I have one in my house as well. These are really cool measuring cups. They expand and then they collapse, so they take up very minimal storage space. So I found this at a dollar store. Really like them because they take up very little space. Then the next drawer here is a couple hot pads, these chip clips, and then in here is all of our cutlery. So the reason we keep them in a bin is because then when we're having meals and stuff, we can just haul the bin outside, put it on the table outside, and then we have all the cutlery there, and it's just much easier than trying to count all the cutlery and bring it out. So that's what's in there. And this bottom cupboard, this is just a bathroom storage thing I found at, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond a while ago, or maybe Home Outfitters, I'm not sure. But it was actually used to be in my bathroom. So here we have some of our walkie-talkies. We are missing one. We have some clothes pegs, we have a whole bunch of flashlights, and then we have some straws. So that's what's going on in that cupboard. And then the last drawer here is pots and pans. We have our frying pans, and I just used an old towel to put between the frying pans so they don't get wrecked. So that's what's under there. Alright, so as you can see, I do have some camp chairs in here. So when we are traveling, I put these chairs under here, they don't move, and then I put the stool under there as well that we'll always have with us, and it fits perfectly there. It doesn't move or anything when we're traveling, so that's why the camp chairs are currently in here. Now if we move on to the upper cabinet above the table, up here I have some clothes pegs, I have a candle back there. This is all the kids' coloring stuff, so I have crayons, pencils, pencil sharpener, erasers, markers, all sorts of things so they can color. Here's where I'm keeping some containers. Now, I have some more containers there's in the house. We have to wash them because we use them for our most recent trip. And then over here, I have some more pantry stuff, so canned goods, sidekicks. I'm keeping them in bins so they don't move around as much. I have some Jiffy Pops, so this is where I'll put more pantry stuff when we go away. And I also have some extra lighters and stuff in there. And then we have the pump that we'll use to pump up our inner tube that we bring with us. So I just want to keep that up there, and then we always have it in the trailer. Now here's the pantry. So I honestly just put things in here so they don't fall over. But it'll depend what food we bring, how we organize it. So I'm going to try to organize it so the bottles don't fall over. Big boxes, like, you know, the Bear Paw box back there is in the very back. And then down here, I have some more box stuff. And as you can see, I have the wine surrounding it. And then down here, I have these big bag of chips. It fits 4 of these under here. So it's perfect because we always get these big bags of chips from Costco. So it fits perfectly under there. I can fit 4 bags under there, and that's, I think, where they're going to stay. Now, it's hard to show you under here, but under here is honestly surprisingly deep. It goes way back there. So under here, I have a bin here that has a first aid kit and a few other miscellaneous items. Here I have a bin of coloring books, construction paper, regular paper, anything that the kids can use to be creative. I have a beach blanket, I have a beach bag, so if I want to take something down to the beach, I can take this. Beach umbrella, life jackets for when we bring the kids kayak. I also have the paddles in there. I have a couple end tables in there. I have a table for our barbecue and another table that we use just outside the trailer here. I have a beach tent. So as you can see, there is tons of room for storage under there. I could probably put more things under there, but I don't have anything else to put under there right now. So this is a really, really great storage space, and nothing really moved around in here when we were driving. So I was actually quite impressed. So definitely a bonus storage space that I'm definitely taking full advantage of. So as you can see, our shower is more used as a storage area. So this is where I keep like water shoes or any wet shoes when we're coming home. I have a few outdoor toys, like I have a badminton racket here. I have the kids' beach toys here. I do have a mat underneath here, our bath mat, just so I don't scratch the bottom with sand if there's sand in the bin. And then this is also where I'm going to keep our rubber boots. Since it's a shower, it's meant to get wet. So if the boots are wet, they can go in here. This is a bin that I use for doing dishes outside typically, or for rinsing the dishes, because it's a rather large bin, so it's too big for the sink. But anyway, this is where I keep that and the broom. So the shower has become a bit of a storage area because we likely won't use it very much. And then over here, we have all our towels. So up here up top, those are all kitchen related. So kitchen cloths, hand towels for the kitchen, dishcloths for the kitchen, bibs, kids washcloths for the for eating, that sort of thing. That's all in there. And then this is beach towels. This is hand towels and face cloths and some more towels. And then some more towels down there. I want to put a bunch of towels in here so we didn't have to always pack towels. But as you can see, I still have like tons of room for way more towels because these are so deep because of the same depth as here. So tons more storage for towels. I might reorganize this a little bit just so it looks a little bit neater, but for now, that's what's going to be for. And now over here on this top shelf, because it wasn't a very high lip, I couldn't put many bottles there, so I decided toilet paper would fit well there. And then below here we have all of our different bottled stuff. I have some laundry soap here, so in case we have to do laundry because kids, you know, things get dirty, I have some in there. We have like our deodorant, shampoo, soap. I have my dish soap in here for when we're traveling so it doesn't shake around, sunscreen, contact solution, and I have some Lysol wipes. So that all fits nicely under there. Now up here in the medicine cabinet, I don't have too much here. I have mine and my daughter's hair stuff in here and some nail clippers. And then up here is some medication, so like Tylenol, Advil, and then I have some Polysporin, Afterbite, Band-Aids, all that kind of stuff. Now under the sink here, so this is actually normally goes on the counter when we're staying put at a campsite, but I put it in the bin here when we're traveling along with the soap so that way it doesn't move. And then I just have a couple other bins here with, you know, some feminine products and a few little miscellaneous items, and this other bin doesn't really have much in it either. And for now, the toilet paper's under here as well because we don't have it on a roll yet. So when we're camping, it's on the counter, and then when we're traveling, it's underneath. So I think I'm just gonna use bins for now under here because otherwise I don't know what I want to do because it's a big space. So bins I think will be the most functional if we want to put some other stuff in here or if we're traveling for longer. Alright, next here we have the outdoor kitchen. So I have this huge shelf up here, and my mom actually suggested this, putting some bins under here to use it for good storage because there's a little gap here, stuff would fall out. So I have a bag of napkins here. I have a couple spoon resters here because actually the other day we did use two of them, one for the stove, one for the barbecue. A couple oven mitts, my tablecloth, and then in here I have like, you know, spatula or wooden spoons, a whisk, a brush, some measuring spoons and measuring cups. And then over here we have some other bigger tools like our bigger cooking spoons, our barbecue tools. I have a cheese grater out here as well, a couple of cutting boards, and then I have a stovetop toaster. And then over here I have the barbecue lighter, some hot pads, measuring cups, mixing bowls, and a cutting board. So I think this space really helped us out with storage because we don't have to have all this stored inside, so it definitely opened up some space. So if we didn't have this outdoor kitchen, I don't know what I would do. We would definitely probably run out of space. I'd have to bring way less. So this is a huge bonus. And then this towel is only here because we need to use it to keep the flap closed or the fridge closed when we're traveling, because when we arrived at our campsite I opened up this thing here and this was open, so all our drinks started falling out. So we just stick this in here when we're traveling so that it'll hold the door from opening on us. Alright, so here is our pass-through. As you can see, I mean, it's not completely organized, but we have like a water jug that's collapsible that we can fill our fresh water if we need more water. We have our rope for our tarps. We have our pegs. This is the green carpet that we use outside just to keep the dirt as minimally inside as possible. These water bottle holders are awesome. We have like our grease. This Coke can is what we put on the ball on the back of the truck when we're parked so that the kids don't run into the greasy ball. We have some more rope here. We have all of our like WD-40 and stuff in here. And my husband has gloves, so it's a bit of a mishmash and some rags, but it works for storage and there's still room. Plus this box here is actually a ladder that adjusts so it stores really small, and then we can use it for when we're putting our tarps and stuff up at the campsite. So here is where some of our hookups are. If we're plugged into a full hookup place, we can plug the city water into there. This is where we can have hot and cold water if we want to spray off the kids or someone if they came back from the beach. And then here my husband keeps the bucket of stuff for the sani dump. He made this box here for our distribution bars just to kind of keep them one place and not scratching the floor of the storage bin or anything. We have a couple bins here of different blocks of wood for leveling, so we keep that all under here. And then my husband has his tool bag and his drill and that sort of thing. As you can see too, there's light under here on each side, so that's really handy. But yeah, it goes all the way through, so there's definitely lots we can put under here. And it's not probably the most organized, but we're in and out of it. But you know what? It works for extra storage if needed. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope it gave you some ideas or inspiration on how to organize a trailer that you have, or simply organize a smaller space in your home, or any space in your home for that matter. As you can see, it's probably not perfect in some ways, like my under storage is a bit of a mess, but you know what? We know what's under there, so it's all good and we can find everything. So if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it does help my channel a lot. If you did enjoy today's video, along with other content you see here on my channel, I would love if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell to miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Stuck in an endless